On January 9, 2026, a train departed Tehran, marking the birth of the China-Iran rail corridor. Beneath the Alborz Mountains, this first freight train, loaded with crude oil, began a journey that signals a new era in global power. This is more than a railway. It's a 7,500-kilometer steel artery linking the Middle East directly to China, bypassing the world's most contested sea routes. For China, it's a secure energy lifeline. For Iran, it's an economic shield against sanctions, cementing its place in a new Asia-centric order. The Iron Dragon's inaugural journey is a declaration of independence from Western-dominated systems. Iranian and Chinese officials hailed the project as a symbol of strategic partnership. But beneath the ceremony lies a bold challenge to the status quo. This railway reroutes oil from U.S.-patrolled seas to a land corridor under Beijing's influence. It's a move that will reshape alliances and redraw the map of Eurasian power. The train's path through ancient lands, Turkmenistan, Kazakhstan, and into Xinjiang, binds Central Asia closer to Beijing and Tehran. It creates a new economic ecosystem, less dependent on the U.S. dollar and Western institutions. The Iron Dragon is both engineering marvel and symbol of a shifting global order. Its journey has just begun, but its impact is already reshaping the world. For over a century, oil tankers have braved perilous seas from the Persian Gulf to East Asia, navigating chokepoints like the Strait of Hormuz and Malacca. These routes are plagued by threats, blockades, piracy, and natural disasters, making global energy flow dangerously fragile. The journey is slow. A tanker from Iran to China can take up to 35 days, tying up capital and risking costly delays. Piracy and weather disruptions add billions in security and insurance costs. Environmental disasters like oil spills remain a constant threat despite safety advances. The system persisted only because there was no alternative. Every delay or disaster underscored the need for a faster, safer, more reliable solution. The inefficiency of maritime oil transport is a hidden cost in every product we use. As global demand for speed and security grew, the old ways became unsustainable. The world needed a revolution in energy transport. The stage was set for the Iron Dragon. The China-Iran rail corridor is a geopolitical earthquake, shifting power from sea to land. For decades, U.S. naval dominance controlled vital sea lanes, giving Washington leverage over global trade. The new railway bypasses this, empowering China, Iran, and Russia while diminishing maritime powers. Iran gains an economic lifeline, exporting oil without fear of blockades or sanctions. China secures its energy supply and extends its influence deep into Eurasia. Central Asian nations become vital transit hubs, drawn into China's economic orbit. The Iron Dragon is pulling an entire region into a new sphere of influence. World leaders are forced to reassess their positions as the balance of power shifts. The tracks of the Iron Dragon are redrawing the political map of the 21st century. The launch in Tehran was a spectacle. Officials, flags, and speeches about a new era of cooperation. The train, carrying crude oil, departed not under the shadow of naval fleets, but along a path of mutual interest. For Iran, it's vindication after years of sanctions. For China, it's a showcase of belt and road ambition and engineering prowess. The smooth departure signals competence and reliability to a world watching China's rise. This ribbon of steel is more than a transport link. It's a bond tying two powerful nations together. Every shipment deepens their interdependence and shifts the center of global gravity. The inaugural journey is a declaration. A new Silk Road is open for business. The world it creates will be very different from the one we've known. Building the China-Iran rail corridor meant conquering deserts, mountains, and political barriers. Engineers blasted tunnels through the Zagros and Alborz, spanned gorges, and stabilized shifting sands in Central Asia's deserts. The line crosses the Pamir and Tian Shan mountains, requiring some of the world's longest, highest tunnels. Workers battled extreme weather and thin air, pushing railway technology to new limits. Standardizing systems across 4 countries demanded unprecedented cooperation. The result: a seamless corridor from the Persian Gulf to China's Pacific frontier. It's a blueprint for cross-continental infrastructure, and a testament to what global collaboration can achieve. The Strait of Malacca has long been China's strategic Achilles heel. Over 80% of its oil imports pass through this vulnerable choke point. A blockade here could cripple China's economy, fueling decades of anxiety in Beijing. Pipelines through Myanmar and Pakistan offered partial relief, but risks remained. The China-Iran rail corridor is Beijing's answer, a high-capacity land route that bypasses maritime threats. It acts as a strategic reserve, ensuring oil can flow even if sea lanes are blocked. This reduces U.S. leverage and gives China greater freedom in its foreign policy. The Iron Dragon is a declaration of strategic independence. China is breaking free from the geographic constraints that once held its ambitions in check. The Iron Dragon cements a partnership that could reshape the Middle East and Asia. China and Iran, united by shared interests and adversaries, are forging a powerful economic and strategic bloc. Iran gains investment, technology, and diplomatic cover. China secures energy and a gateway to the region. Their 25-year cooperation agreement spans energy, infrastructure, and even military ties. Central Asian nations, now key transit states, are drawn into this new axis, shifting away from Russia and Europe. The China-Iran model, focused on development, not political conditions, appeals to many in the global south. This is not a formal alliance, but a powerful alignment challenging the old world order. The China-Iran rail corridor's biggest advantage is speed. Oil now travels from Iran to China in under 2 weeks, not a month. This slashes costs, frees up capital, and gives Chinese industries a competitive edge. The railway is immune to piracy, blockades, and weather delays that plague maritime routes. Real-time tracking and coordinated security make the land route reliable and predictable. It's a two-way street. Oil flows east, Chinese goods flow west, fueling development across Eurasia. The corridor creates a virtuous cycle of trade and investment, binding the region together. Most importantly, it gives China control over its energy destiny, shifting from global commons to a private, strategic corridor. National security and sovereign control now take precedence over reliance on the open seas. The China-Iran rail corridor marks a turning point. Will it foster Eurasian cooperation or spark a new global rivalry? It could lift millions from poverty and create a web of interdependence, making conflict less likely. Or it could harden the world into competing blocs, a continental axis led by China and a maritime bloc led by the U.S. nations along the Belt and Road Sea opportunity. The West sees a challenge to its system. The rhetoric is hardening, with talk of containment and decoupling. The outcome, cooperation or conflict, depends on choices made in capitals worldwide. Will these new Silk Roads unite or divide us? The Iron Dragon's journey has begun, and its destination will define the age to come.